for the 3 or so hours we put in, things went pretty smooth. We've got a couple automations that are either fun or useful without really any reduction in convenience.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Isn't that cool, Coop? Your dad thought of that. No, I'm not your dad.
All right, listen, Broseph. I've come up with some crazy, unconventional, and dare I say, creative ways to use Aqara's products. But this guy right here, yeah, he came up with a wild idea so simple that even his baby could use it. No, I'm not kidding. His baby uses this automation. Let me explain. So, this is my friend Brandon. Hey, Brandon. I hope you're subscribed, bro. So my friend Brandon went and did something pretty crazy. He went and got himself a cute aggression-inducing chunky offspring named Cooper. Hey, Coop. I hope you're subscribed too, little bro. Never too early to start. Now, Brandon and I got to talking and thought, wouldn't it be great if Coop was into tech like us? You know, encourage him into STEM and expose him to technology. At least that's the story that's told to his wife, Megan. And totally not because we wanted to play around with cool tech or anything like that. Definitely not the case. I told Aqara of our noble plan and they totally bought it. I mean, they generously sent over supplies to help build Cooper's nursery. And after a bit of planning, Brandon decided to focus on protection and to address some grievances he had with the nursery. All right, so starting with his grievances, he was annoyed with how the lights were wired in the room. So he wanted to just switch around the order in which the lights worked. So instead of the closet being the easiest to hit, he wanted the light in the room to be easiest to hit. And then while we were switching the wiring, we also changed the lights themselves to a double rocker instead of a single rocker. Standard stuff. Now, the top switch of the double rocker we've designated to control the lights in the bedroom, while the bottom would be used to trigger the automation to toggle the Aqara light strips underneath the crib. Now, we place lights underneath the crib to provide soft ambient light while not to disturb Cooper, and this would turn out to be Coop's favorite tech along with the Aqara Cube. Now, if you've never seen the Cube, it's like 10 buttons in one device, and Brandon came up with a clever idea for it, so stay tuned for that. Now, for the safety side, Brandon wanted to put sensors on the two windows, but these were no ordinary windows. They opened out and didn't have a good place for the window sensors to fit, so we decided to use the camera as a way to not only watch Cooper, but also use it as a way to watch the windows as well.
Wi-Fi connecting. Please wait.
Now, because the camera can be paired into the Apple ecosystem, it allows him to save the recordings and get alerted while they're away. So it's like a double win. Now, the last update was placing door and window sensors on both the bedroom door and the bathroom door that's within the room. Something you should know about Coop is that he loves getting into the bathroom, and they wanted a way to get alerted if that happens. Though admittedly, it may be another year or so before that really becomes a problem, but you never can start too early. Now, something Brandon was really surprised about was how easy it was to set up and get everything working.
I think that the configuration in the app is super easy. And so if I thought of something else I wanted to do with the Cube, I know it would take me like 10 minutes to be able to configure that into something completely different.
Now, this is the part where he came up with this awesome idea. Now, while he was in the app creating automations, he thought of an idea for the Cube. His plan was to set automations for each side of the Cube that would change the color of the light strips for about 5 to 10 seconds, depending on which side of the Cube was facing up. This way, Coop could throw the Cube or bang it around, and the automation would change the lights of his crib, which would capture his attention. And the process was mad easy. And the automation was super effective that Brandon sent me a message the following day showing me the new automation that he created that pulsed the strip in like a rainbow color as long as the Cube was in Coop's hand. So he's really loving this. All in all, the setup was really easy and it worked out pretty great. But despite all of the automations working, the true test was about to start. Brandon had to explain it all to his wife. Now, will she be upset? Will she be amazed or excited, or will she show indifference and feign interest? I think y'all know where this is gonna go. Now, something that I didn't mention was that Brandon is one of those PMs that work at a tech company, but I'm not entirely sure if he has technical skills. So imagine my surprise when he started praising Aqara for its intuitive design and simple yet powerful automation builder.
I mean, the hardware also seems pretty good. Like, it was super easy to install. The sensors, switches went in pretty well. I like the double rocker switch. I haven't seen one of those before, but turn a light on and off, and then have another button for automation in the same place. That is pretty slick.
I mean, he's not wrong, though. It's almost as though he's a regular guy with honest opinions. But in all seriousness, the gear Aqara sent over worked pretty well. The install was straightforward and simple. Pairing the device also worked so seamlessly. He might actually switch from Lutron Caseta to Aqara. At least that's what he said. And I know all of you in the whole tech space, that sounds crazy, but hey, I mean, like, if it worked, it worked. And the whole automation process literally took him like 5 minutes. And he has never worked with or seen Aqara, its products, or worked with the app before, so really great first impression. We only had 3 problems though. The first was that the cover didn't fit too well on the lights.
The switch cover plate, I would call it inconvenience. So I'm gonna maybe have to caulk that or something to make it clean.
The other issue was that the notifications of the automation didn't work until we updated the firmware, which wasn't an obvious thing because all of the other automations he created worked instantaneously, and we had no reason to believe that the software update would be the thing that stopped it from working.
It's not detecting it.
It is being updated.
It's updating.
Yeah.
If it's updating, then it won't respond.
But I mean, like, we figured it out. He also did note that the whole update process took about a full 15 minutes, which is like, what, 7 months, and when you convert it to tech years. The last issue, now this one was a doozy. The last one was taking Megan's extension cord to power the lights for the crib.
The most interesting thing to me is that you stole my power cord, and I had my phone plugged in to nothing upstairs,
Yeah,
and now my phone is dead.
Yeah. We need to find another power cord.
Rookie mistake, bro.
Overall, I'm happy.
Nice.
Megan is indifferent to happy. So I think that other than we required using her cord.
Other than that, it went well. Coop was so excited he started doing donuts in the living room, and he yabba dabba dooed his way to the room to play with the lights. And subscribe to my channel, of course. Check the description for affiliate links to all the devices. These are special links that support the channel at no cost to you. You might want to avoid using the Honey extension though when you check out, because if you haven't heard.
Are you doing that? Are you wrecking all of those nice books?